Come on, get whacked, buddy. Yep, that is one. Turns out a pretty good spot to get one. Cover in water, catching some fish. Well, I haven't caught this one yet, but well, river rats, the paddling skills are a little questionable today, but that's okay. They'll get better as the caffeine starts to do its job. That was actually kind of smooth. Yeah, I'm out here on one of these dinky little creeks like I grew up fishing. I don't know if I'll ever shake my enjoyment of these little bodies of water. I hope not. I don't know. Love the solitude, love the peacefulness, and love the fact you never know what'll show up. Hopefully we'll find some fish. So let's go. This is one that I haven't laid eyes on in a while, which is kind of exciting. I love fishing, but I really, really love exploring. And the other cool thing about the little creeks is they're always changing, more so than the big water. Like, bigger rivers change, don't get me wrong, but not like these muddy creeks. You get one big flood, the river jumps up 15 feet, and it's not that it looks completely different, but things shift, things move. And I think David Thoreau had a good quote about something floating a river twice, never the same man, never same river. Definitely butchered that one, but that's the whole idea. What I'd really like is a big old flathead. Back to the difference between small rivers and big rivers. The bigger the water, definitely is going to have way more flatheads per, like volume of water and whatnot. But if you find the right spot, it can be pretty lights out. But most of the spots are not the right spots. And back to the river's always changing. Lots of times your good spots, they might last a day, they might last a month, a year. Some of them last a long, long time, like, seems like forever. I remember a couple places on this stretch where I caught some nice fish, but odds are they're not like that anymore. We'll see. This is one of the more difficult parts of navigating these little creeks. Lots of spots there narrow enough where you get one tree, falls the wrong direction, and blocks the whole thing. Sometimes they're good spots to fish. There's probably some channels in this one. It looks like we'll be able to get by it without hopping out of the kayak. Just got to stay in the kayak. Huh. That was not even a little bad. I'm sure a big flood dumped it there, and we need another big flood to sweep it along the bank. Sometimes the big floods don't sweep them along the bank, and more stuff just piles on them. Those ones really suck, but just price of admission. Well, I found the first spot I'm gonna try. It's kind of a neat combination of wood and rock. Not super optimistic about it, but I've paddled far enough. I kind of want to fish a little bit. Bet there's a channel cat here if I want to go that route, but I'm not gonna go that route. I got a bunch of live baits And I don't want to kill them because there's plenty of channel cats and turtles in here that'll do that for me. So once they get whacked, then I chop them up, but not until then. What we got here, bluegill? I think so. Yep, bluegill. Okay. Yeah, I keep everything simple. Got me mostly 6/0 and 8/0 J hooks, 60-pound leader, 3-ounce weight, which is more than I need. I can do a 2, I can just cast a 3 a little better, an 80-pound braid. Medium Hellcat, which I like the softer tip, and if you catch a chan, it's still reasonably fun on this, although the real Alios 400 puts out like 30 pounds of drag, so it kind of kicks their butts. But oh wow, that's way deeper than I thought it'd be. I might throw out another live bait here. Probably like 4 or 5 feet deep. Yeah, it seems like pretty much overkill, but big fish do come around every once in a while, and I like to land them if they bite. And sometimes you got to pull them out of some heavy stuff, so the heavy line that's where the heavy line comes in. Okay, that's not as deep. Oh well, we'll give it about 5 minutes. That's what's going to happen. It usually happens pretty quick. Usually. There's always exceptions. It's fishing. And if you like the stuff I use, it's all linked in the description. And some of the stuff I have promo codes that save you some money. And it helps me out too, so that's always appreciated. Well, I already stayed here longer than I probably should have. So, gonna keep moving. Well, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. We'll give her a shot. I bet it's deep. Not that deep. But I haven't been doing a lot more paddling than fishing, and kind of like to put some baits in the water. There's a log down the way I'm going to throw at too. Switch to the high seating. So it's a little more comfortable, but it makes getting baits out a little more difficult. Can't have it all in the kayak. Everything's a trade-off. It's not very deep either. Just looks like a spot that should be deep, but probably not a flathead in here. We'll give it a sec and find out though. I like being wrong. Something. So you got the guts? Yep. He just took off running from them rocks. Oh, he got whacked too. Is this a flathead? Kind of a bit more channel catty, but it's fighting more flatheady. Just glad we're tied on to something. And it's not tiny. Oh, big chan, I think. With the blubber lips. Heck of a nice fish. Oh yeah. Old blubber-faced McGee over here. Where'd my grippers go? These are the ones that'll beat the crap out of you. Oh, he's a bruiser. Open up. There is nothing cooperative about these fish. Open up. Yeah, the other one got hit too, but it didn't do anything. Come on. He's hooked good. We'll flip him in the kayak. Gosh, he's just a beefy one. And although he's not like an absolute gigantic fish, I use the grips pretty much, not every time, but any ones that's big enough I can't just grab with my hands, I'm gripping them if I got grips, because they're not nice. We'll clean them up just a little bit. Oh, it's a good one to warm up the elbows. Heck of a nice fish. Might be getting another one going right on the other rod, but yeah, they turn blue when they're getting ready to spawn, because I don't know, apparently the lady catfish love it. But this is a male channel cat, and nice one. All right. He fooled me a little bit, threw them big old head shakes at me. He fought good. I haven't been throwing any cut bait because I haven't had anything killing my live baits yet. But he would have been an awesome, like an even more awesome fight on this rod. I got this one in the kayak for when it makes sense. In this location it makes sense, but my current bait selection, it doesn't make as much sense. Other bait's getting nibbed on too. Some trash on the bank I'm gonna grab. Nope, no I'm not. I'm gonna catch this fish, then I'll go grab it. Sweet. Oh, he looks a lot like the last one. Good little spot. I wonder if this is the female. Yeah. Pecked on it for a while. Another nice fish. Don't throw my sunfish. Want to use that for cut bait. Oh, they're grumpy. Nice one. Hook good. Sweet. When they pull it down like that, they're usually hooked pretty good. So the way, not quite as big as the last one, but just as grumpy as the last one. Fought good. He's got a beauty mark on it right there. Oh, quit. All right, bud. Send you back, and then I'll go grab that trash. Looks like somebody camped here and left some cans for deposit for me. Okay. They didn't quite kill the 12 pack, but they're pretty close. They also left a pair of pliers for me, which is kind of nice. Could actually use those. Alrighty. Let's keep trucking. Found me a shade tree. Not that you really need it. It's absolutely gorgeous out today. It's not the most stable location, sitting across current with the seat in the high position, but we'll see what happens. Well, getting channed. Oh, he dropped it. You have 2 minutes, bud. Oh. We got a little spunky guy who dragged me into some junk. Is he gonna come out? I won't come out on his own. He won't even come out on the hook. Those little guys are hard to keep on the hook. I was looking at the map out ahead of us. Like I said, I haven't been here for a while, so I don't entirely know what to expect, but I don't see anything that looks super promising. I'm hoping there's a little hidden gem, which usually that's what it takes. And if you cover this as much river as we're going to cover, you definitely have a chance. But when we get to the end, we'll know. That's the best part. Remember that thing I was talking about being the downfall of floating little creeks? This would be what I call a portage. Doesn't look like the worst one in the world. I don't know how many layers we're gonna have to get through, but the upside is it looks like good enough to fish. Might even fish a couple spots on it, depending on, oh, that's like a foot deep. It might be, oh, right in the snag. I bet there's fish in it, just because how it sets up. They might just be tucked so far in it that you never get to them. It's a little bit more depth, but more junk. Dang it. I can't say it's dumb because I'd do it over again. Oh, that kind of sucks. What I think I will do though is I think I'll retie and throw this little channel cat chunk out in the meantime in the shallow section. Get wrecked by a 40-pounder that's sitting in 2 feet of water. Definitely possible. And we'll check out a few other spots. There's an interesting boil. I'm optimistic that there might be some depth there. Might be a fish position there. Not optimistic, more hopeful. I have no idea. Yep, did it already. Ooh, big guy, yeah. He ain't bad. Ooh. Hooked him on the right gear too. Heck yeah, nice fish. Yep, once he made up his mind. He made up his mind pretty good. Good enough to rock the kayak. Wasn't even looking at the fishing rod. How do you pull it down like that and be barely hooked the way you are? Whisker hooked, we might not get him. Come here. Oh, I had him. There we go. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty whisker hooked, but in a tough spot. Okay. We got one winner sitting here. I just got, I think everything's tied. Let me double check. Got to trim one tag in and gonna move a little closer. I'm not gonna put a big bait on just yet because I don't want to have to drag a live bait over the top of a bunch of logs unless there's something on the front side worth fishing. So a little chunk of cut bait on, slide on over there. Yeah, there's just this giant mat on the front of it. Can't get to the hole itself. I'm sure the flatheads love it. Makes it hard to fish. I don't even have anything to really tie off to. Seems reasonably sturdy. Made out of wood. Real sturdy. I assume there's a little more depth here. I don't know how much. I don't technically even know if there is any, but yeah, there's definitely more depth there. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I'll put a couple big baits in front, we'll fish the front, we'll fish the back. This is the best stuff I've seen, so just spend a little time on it. Oh, the crappie. Forgot about you. Be a good spot for you. See if you got anything. Yeah, there's some depth there. What else we got? I need a sinker, I guess. This is an absolutely monstrous pile of timber, and I'm sure there are some fish in it, but doesn't look like there's any real active ones out on the edges. At least not where my baits are at, or close enough to get their attention anyway. So move a little bit closer. There might even be like a little opening over there where I can squeeze my kayak through. We'll see. Looks like it might be blocked on the, like there might be 2 layers of blockage on it too, but like I said, we'll see. Really thought we might get one in here. We still could. I'm gonna try the back side a little bit. See if we can get around it as easy as I'm hoping we can. Let's see if we can do this or not. Nope, that's not a good start. Ooh, that's definitely not a good start. About snapped my pole in half. Those are tangled, but we'll worry about that later. This isn't going quite as smoothly as I hoped it would, but I still have hope. Okay. You're the one. You're the problem child. Okay. Yep. Well, we're pretty much floating. Or not floating, we're sitting on timber. Now we're stuck here. Hey, okay, got those guys off of there. They even came untangled. Good things are happening. Yep, maybe. Made it through the first one. All right, let's see if there's, oh, no, none of this looks great. Found me a little channel ratty spot. And considering I got the cut bait ready to go, let's give it a go. This fishing rod bent in a way that a fishing rod should definitely not bend when I ran into that log, so hopefully it's okay. We'll find out on the first good fish. Or snag or something like that. I also got to figure out where I'm at exactly. I mean, I know where I am, but I don't know where I am is. Oh, there he is. Do it. Oh, I dropped it. Come back. I don't think he pulled the bait off. He might have pulled the bait off. Oh. Might rig me up a bobber here in a little bit. I'm gonna play this game. Got the old bob ready to go. Not sure how deep it is. I'm gonna guess that 2 to 3 foot range here. I got an unnecessarily long leader, but that's just how it shook out. You gonna float? Okay. See if there's anybody in there willing to take a swipe at it. She's ticking on the bottom real nice. Gotta like that part. Hangs up a little bit every once in a while. I know I'm in the zone. And she's hanging up every once in a while. That might have been a nib. Oh, there was a nibble. 1,000,000%. Not a bite, just a nibble. She's in the get whacked zone now. She has not got whacked yet though. Oop. There, we got whacked, yep. Oh, stay on. Okay, I thought it came off for a second. Oh, that's not a bad fish. Come on. That was pretty automatic, I like it. Oh yeah, nice one. No give up. Sweet. Fit in with them other ones, which is sweet because they were nice too. All right, hook good. We got the bumpies. There we go. Yeah, another nice one. Sweet. Watching a bobber go under was quite magnificent. See you, buddy. Do we dare try to get another one? We dare. Okay, it's a little chunk of creek chub. I wish I had Slappy right now, but Slappy's a little unorthodox out of a kayak, even by my standards. It's more of a land and fish thing than a functionality, and also a fishing rod sticking 5 feet off the front of the kayak's gonna get tangled in more stuff than these ones already do. I think we'll slide down there and meet our bobber. Be really sweet to get one while we're just drifting around like this. Kind of feel like I'm walking my bait right now. I guess I am kind of walking my bait right now. Might not be deep enough. This looks like a spot that could have some depth. Yeah, I think we're in the zone. Just haven't put her in front of an active one yet. Here's another ratty looking bend. How deep is it? Not that deep. But I'm betting it's deep enough for a catfish. I'll get back to walking my bobber. Looks like a pretty high potential part of the bend. We'll see. I like it. Oh, that was a nib. That might have been a bite. Yep, that's a bite. Come on, eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. I wonder if we should put on a new chunk of bait. One doesn't have much. The juices quit flowing out of that one. Well, we drifted through all the best looking stuff. There's some decent looking stuff up ahead. Save my bait for that. Yeah, this place is interesting. It looks catfishy to some level. Not sure what could be living here. Could be some chans. Could be a flathead. Oh, that's a chan. I thought that was a snag. That was pretty awesome. Let's try to get to the bank here. He's not helping me. Yep. I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh, yep, turn me that way. There we go. Okay, I think we can get to the bank over here. Wow, he's pretty decent. Should have planned that out a little better. Oh! That's why I prefer to do this on open banks. Move this over here. That was almost a mess. Crisis averted. I thought he was a snag and then he took off to the middle of the river. Come on. Oh yeah, nice fish. Come here, buddy. Okay, wow, you're fat. Probably full of eggs would be my guess. All right, there we go. And them kale hooks, when they get them good most of the time. Yeah, that was fun. A little chaotic. I like a little chaos in my life, especially with the whole kayak fishing thing. I'm sure there's another fish back there that we could get, but my attention is turning to the brush pile right in front of us. Like the way the current swirls off of it, I don't know if there's any depth. What I don't like is that giant brush pile. It looks like it blocks the whole river downstream. That's not as cool. We'll evaluate when we get there. I've hit some pretty darn good looking spots. I mean, structure, depth, all the necessary components for a good time except for a flathead. We got a little bit ways to go yet, and there's a possibility something will pop up. I mean, a few of them, I didn't plan on seeing them, but at least from my memory, like I said though, things change. Hopefully we get lucky before we gotta call her quits for the day. It's flowing a little faster than I anticipated. I think we'll chase him. See if we can, oh, was that a bite or a snag? I think it got hung up. Yeah, it's getting hung up on the bottom. Yeah, we'll go chase him. See if we can get ourselves in some trouble like that last one. These banks, it's not as big of a deal because it's pretty wide open, but when you get some timber on it, it's where you run into problems, or potentially run into problems. Oh, there's a bite. Take it. Didn't mean to make it look all unnatural like that. I thought it was a bite. I think it's just hung on the bottom. A bobbery bank, but not a catfishy bank. Maybe the next one. Ooh, eat it. I thought he had it. I'll give him another shot. Oh, why am I spinning? Oh, that was dragging. Oh, there's one. Big one. Trying to control the kayak and turned around. Bobber's gone, reeled down on him, and big old boil. Oh yeah. I bet he was a spawner. I drifted right in front of the nest and he came out and nabbed it. Open your mouth, get you in trouble. I know. Oh. That was almost bad. Apparently he took some offense to that. I don't blame him. Yeah, I think their swollen heads also has something to do with like improving their ability to guard their nests because they're cavity spawners and they poke their head out the hole and protect the eggs that way. Better go back and protect your eggs, buddy. I'm assuming that was what happened. I have no idea, really. I just know I was drifting my bobber and it went under and it was awesome. This looks like a spot to get one as well. Come on, get whacked, buddy. Yep, that is one. Turns out a pretty good spot to get one. Cover in water, catching some fish. Well, I haven't caught this one yet, but. Oh. Oh, that was pretty great. Oh, little stocky dude. Good one. See ya. Chans are saving the day. Flatheads don't want to come out. That's all right. Watch some bobbers go under. It's pretty a-okay. Well, we've made it pretty much to the end of the road. That was a fun fish to end on too. Yeah, that was an adventure. Didn't catch the fish we really wanted, but we caught a lot of fish that were a whole bunch of fun, you know, and watched some bobbers dunk and all those good things, and it was a good time. Got to explore, got to see some things, and like I said, that's my favorite. So I'm gonna keep exploring, keep looking around. Yeah, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate the heck out of you. Hope you catch a giant.